IGN, a website that used to be pretty highly respected, used to go here purely for video game news and reviews as well as walkthroughs and so on and so on. While it's not quite as bad as Kotaku or Polygon, IGN is getting there for sure. Their front page, though, as you can see, mostly just talking about games and entertainment. Not too political, but some of the staff want to get there. And that's why I'm following up to a video I did, I think about 1 or 2 weeks ago, where I talked about IGN getting involved with the stuff going on with Israel and Palestine. So they put out a big article talking about how they felt about it and how you can donate to people that are affected from this on one side. Then IGN Israel, which I didn't even know that was a thing until this all went down, put out a statement saying, "Whoa, what are you talking about? Of course IGN only supports our side," which of course led to the removal of an IGN article. This is what you'll get now if you go to try to find that article where they were taking a side in what was going on over there. It got removed. So this led to the final piece of the puzzle, which was an open letter to the leadership at IGN, Ziff Davis, and J2 Global, who I believe owns IGN. And they said, "We're very upset about this. We're very upset. You need to listen to us." And they put all these names on here who I'm sure many of them were forced to do this. Think about it. If you don't sign this and you work there, you're in some shit. You ain't one of them dirty old Republicans or something, are you? So everyone, of course, signs it, right? Well, they put this out, and IGN, their leadership, well, imagine this. They didn't care.
What a story, Mark.
Leading to this article from fanbyte.com, who apparently interviewed several people who work at IGN. And as you can see from the headline right here, inside IGN's battle for editorial independence, our morale has never been this low, IGN employees say a week after confronting their parent company. So I guess it's pretty bad there, which is kind of interesting. So according to this article, morale is at an all-time low. I'm going to go ahead and read you the bottom part here. We don't need to go through the whole article because it basically recaps what I had already told you. And it's that now morale is at an all-time low following a further all-hands meeting attended by Ziff Davis President Steve Horowitz. The executive described the issue as a purely IGN editorial problem, which IGN editorial would clean up itself. Horowitz further attempted to pit employees against each other by asserting several people who signed the open letter were coerced or tricked into doing so. Though he did not provide any evidence of that claim, he did, however, point to the number of employees who did not sign the letter as proof that most of the company did not support it. Another possibility, of course, is that some avoided doing so out of fear of retaliation. So it also states in here that this guy was telling them that, oh, corporate is listening. Corporate is not listening. Corporate is not listening to them at all. And this has morale very low. And it goes on to also talk about how basically E3's coming, which apparently is when IGN.com gets their most traffic. And I can believe that. E3 is a very big event. Well, at least it used to be a very big event. They don't really talk about very much anymore at E3. Everyone just kind of does their own press conferences now. It's really was on the decline before even the coup started. But basically, morale is super low at IGN. And the reports of an IGN Civil War seem to be a real thing. And I'm wondering what the future is for the website, considering, what are all these employees doing? Now, you would think real social justice warriors would stick to conviction and leave IGN if they felt so strongly about it, but they're not going anywhere. Now, what I think is funny about this is that basically corporate is giving them the finger, which they're not used to getting. You have to imagine every time these people run their mouths off on social media about politics or something like that, they're praised, loved on, told that they're amazing, stunning and brave and beautiful. And now they try to do that with their job and use their brand as weight. And what happens? Corporate says, hell no, we don't want you getting involved in this. Can't be talking about that over there, especially taking the wrong side in their opinion. I'm not trying to touch on what's going on over there. I don't want to get involved in that. I'm mostly laughing about IGN here because they wanted to take a political stance. And for once, and probably the first time of their careers at IGN as games journalists, they were told no. And now morale is down. Now, that wouldn't have happened at Kotaku. Kotaku loves burning money. But apparently, IGN doesn't have the same money burners that Kotaku has, because Kotaku and Polygon are barely even about video games anymore, but IGN has to be about video games. And they appear to not have the same kind of funding that Kotaku gets, who have to have a $1 million salary. There's just no way that they don't, considering everyone makes over 50 grand that works there. So, are a bunch of people going to quit? Now, if I was corporate IGN, I'd just fire all of them and hire new people. They're dime a dozen, in my opinion. Games journalists, you can find them anywhere. Look on YouTube. You'll find people that are much better at the job than the people you have now, for sure. So what's going to happen? I don't know. But I think that this is a first for people in games journalism. They wanted to get active, and they couldn't. And they still want to get active, and they can't. They look at their old Kotaku buddies over there. They're able to talk about butt plugs and all kinds of stuff. But not at IGN. Not at IGN. So it's going to be interesting to watch. More stuff will come out. You've already got them talking to, these people over at Fanbyte. They're already talking to them, telling them morale is low. Morale is very low. So what else is going to come out from IGN, right? This is going to be interesting stuff. It's something to watch for sure. As the trash fire rises, we'll grab our popcorn and enjoy it together. Anyway, that's pretty much it. Let me know what you guys think about all of this in the comments below. Also, if you would, please like, subscribe, share the video. Make sure you're still subscribed, hit that notification bell, and I will see you guys on the next one. Peace. Also, if you want to help support the channel, check out my Teespring store. There's a link in the description. You can find some merchandise in there that you might want to check out. Also, take a moment. Make sure you're still subscribed to the channel. There's something going on right now, and they've been unsubscribing people. So just take a second and double check on that, and subscribe if you're new.